Across Europe, a storm is gathering, one that could reshape the continent in ways few ever imagined. Mounting economic strain, social unrest, political fragility, and rapidly aging populations are converging into a ticking time bomb for multiple nations. The focus of today's video is clear. It has begun. 10 European countries are on the brink of collapse. These are not wild guesses. The warning signs are already visible. From spiraling debt and mass immigration to unsustainable welfare systems, the future of several nations is hanging by a thread. If these challenges remain unresolved, the years ahead could bring not just collapse but radical transformations, changes that will affect not only Europe but the entire world. Before we reveal which countries face the greatest risks, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for updates on global shifts, financial threats, and key geopolitical turning points. Number 1. Greece. Long regarded as one of Europe's weakest economies, Greece still sits dangerously close to collapse. After the devastating debt crisis of the 2010s, the nation adopted harsh austerity measures to secure international bailouts, but the recovery came at a steep human cost. The economy never returned to pre-crisis strength, and public debt remains staggering, well above 160% of GDP. Unemployment, while lower than during the worst years, remains among the highest in Europe, with youth joblessness often exceeding 25%. A rapidly aging population and one of the lowest birth rates on the continent put extreme pressure on pensions and healthcare. Meanwhile, the ongoing migration of skilled young workers drains the workforce, foreign investment is sluggish, and corruption continues to plague governance. Over-reliance on tourism leaves the economy exposed to shocks from pandemics or geopolitical unrest. Number 2. Italy. Italy stands at a crossroads, torn between its legacy as a European power and the risk of becoming a liability. With national debt soaring past 140% of GDP, Italy carries one of the heaviest debt burdens worldwide. Its banking sector is fragile, weighed down by bad loans and waning investor confidence, making it harder for businesses to secure affordable financing. Chronic political instability compounds the issue. Since World War II, Italy has cycled through more than 60 governments, preventing any long-term reforms from taking hold. A demographic crisis looms as one of the lowest fertility rates in the world combines with an aging population, leaving a shrinking workforce to support soaring pension obligations. Number 3. Spain. Spain has made progress since the 2008 financial crash, but vulnerabilities run deep. The country continues to suffer from some of the highest youth unemployment rates in the EU, hovering between 25% and 30%. Many young professionals remain trapped in unstable, low-paying jobs, leaving an entire generation unable to buy homes, start families, or contribute fully to economic growth. Housing prices, especially in Barcelona and Madrid, have become unaffordable due to speculative real estate markets and tourism-driven demand. Political fragmentation and separatist movements, most notably in Catalonia, further destabilize governance and slow reforms. Public debt now exceeds 110% of GDP, leaving little room for maneuver in times of crisis. Spain's reliance on tourism makes it highly vulnerable to global shocks such as pandemics, climate change, or political conflicts. Without deep labor reforms, technological investment, and serious efforts to reduce inequality, Spain risks sliding into long-term stagnation that could trigger a slow collapse. Number 4. Portugal. Once praised as a Eurozone recovery story, Portugal now shows cracks that could widen into systemic failures. While foreign investment and tourism boosted GDP in recent years, they also triggered soaring housing costs that priced out much of the local population. Dependency on tourism and real estate makes the economy extremely fragile during global downturns. Public debt sits at roughly 113% of GDP, restricting fiscal flexibility. Meanwhile, a shrinking and aging population, exacerbated by the ongoing exodus of young professionals seeking better opportunities abroad, undermines innovation and long-term growth. Number 5. France. As one of Europe's strongest economies, France still faces internal pressures that could push it toward decline. Public debt has climbed beyond 110% of GDP. Frequent labor strikes, pension protests, and mass demonstrations have exposed deep public anger, especially over inequality and the rising cost of living. An aging population adds pressure to pensions and welfare systems, while youth unemployment remains high in several regions. Immigration and integration challenges fuel political polarization, making reforms even harder to achieve. Dependence on external energy supplies has also heightened vulnerability during global supply crises. Number 6. Germany. Germany may appear to be Europe's powerhouse, but cracks are emerging. Its export-driven economy is extremely sensitive to global market shifts. The population is aging quickly, fertility rates remain far below replacement level, and sustaining the workforce is becoming a major challenge. Political polarization and tensions over immigration and social benefits are testing national unity. Germany's expansive welfare system, once a source of pride, faces mounting costs that may become unsustainable if growth slows. While still Europe's economic engine, Germany is far from untouchable. Demographic decline, energy dependence, and political instability could eventually transform it from a pillar of strength into a nation struggling to maintain its edge. Number 7. Hungary. Hungary's political and economic path has raised alarms across Europe. Corruption, authoritarian governance, and weakening democratic institutions erode investor confidence and strain relations with the EU. Public services like healthcare, education, and infrastructure are lagging behind national needs. Rising friction with neighboring states and EU leadership adds further instability. If global pressures intensify, Hungary's combination of rigid politics, economic fragility, and social unrest could accelerate into a broader collapse. Number 8. Bulgaria. Bulgaria remains one of Europe's weakest economies, held back by corruption, poor governance, and a lack of transparency. The population is declining at one of the fastest rates in Europe, driven by low birth rates and mass emigration. Rural areas face poverty and limited opportunities, while healthcare and social systems remain severely underfunded. Number 9. Romania. Romania faces mounting pressures despite periods of strong growth. Severe inequality, corruption, and weak infrastructure continue to plague the nation. The healthcare system is chronically underfunded, while pension obligations are growing faster than the economy can sustain. Political instability and ineffective governance block necessary reforms. Heavy reliance on foreign investment makes Romania vulnerable to external shocks. Number 10. Serbia. Serbia is wrestling with demographic decline, economic weakness, and political uncertainty. High emigration among educated youth has left behind a labor force ill-equipped for modern challenges. The industrial base remains underdeveloped, and unemployment, especially among the young, remains high. These 10 countries illustrate the mounting challenges Europe faces in 2025 and beyond. To stay ahead of these global shifts, investment risks, and geopolitical turning points, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more critical updates on world events and international affairs.